First of all, I want to say you guys are absolutely incredible. I read every single one of your comments, and I just want to thank you so much for all the heartfelt comments you guys have left. As a result of every single one of your comments about not making any more videos on the channel and I should be coming back, etc., I've really deep dived into my analytics and figured things out. And I know I already talked about the fact that my content is very sporadic and that I'm producing a lot of different genres, etc. I really don't think that's the problem. I think what the issue is that motovlogging is very seasonal. Because I looked at my data, and within my YouTube analytics, I realized that people aren't really watching from the months of August all the way to the middle of January, February. I would say February. And then in the middle of February, that's when things start picking up. And so initially, I started producing videos in the months that were not getting a lot of traffic. And because my YouTube channel only has about 30,000 subscribers, and because people's interest changes over time, they start watching more motorcycle videos, and so they start seeing me on their home screen, and even some of my older videos will pop up on their screens. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a screenshot on the screen so this way you can see exactly what it is I'm talking about. Because if you look at the middle of February, that's when my traffic started picking up. Even some of my older videos started picking up. Like as an example, I made a really good video. Like I put a lot of effort into it, and I made a really good video on how to rev match. So that rev matching video started doing very well, and it's only because YouTube, as smart as it is, knows when people are interested in that video. As opposed to showing its people, they're not in the right frame of mind. The season for motorcycling all across the United States hasn't really started, and so YouTube kind of knows when to show a video to a larger audience and when not to show it. But the good news is that my efforts really haven't gone to waste, and people are still watching and are very interested in my videos. I mean, the comments, they really don't lie, and you guys have proven that. Once again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. I feel like you guys are my friends, and I kind of let you down. I feel like I built up this channel and the relationships I've had with a lot of you in the last 3-4 years, and I kind of like threw that away, thinking only about myself and my channel and my views and the income that I make. In some aspects, you know, I do have a valid point, because YouTube takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. I'm sure you've heard of the analogy about the starving artist, because that's exactly what YouTube is. As a YouTube content creator, you're literally a starving artist, but you don't really make that much money. And if you guys are ever interested in me making a video about the kind of income I'm producing from this channel, leave a comment down below and I'll make that video for you guys one of these days. For the first, I would say 1 to 6 years, unless you're one of those YouTubers that like really stands out very quickly. You're an outlier, and your first 1 or 2 years you explode and get 100,000 subscribers, multiple millions of views, and you're rocking from the start. But quite honestly, that's not how it begins for most of us. Definitely didn't start that way for me. For the first 1,000 subscribers, I was literally begging my viewers to subscribe to the channel, and I think it took me about 8 months to a year to get my first 1,000 subscribers. But now I get about anywhere between 500 to 1,000 subscribers per month. And quite honestly, guys, you know, when I was looking at my YouTube analytics, there was a lot of gratitude, thinking to myself that my viewers really appreciate me, and my viewers really love my content. Otherwise, even when I'm gone, they wouldn't have subscribed. And even to this day, people are still subscribing to my channel, regardless of being away. Up until this point, about 2,000 people have watched my goodbye video, and believe it or not, they've even subscribed to that video. Can you believe it? Like, watching that video, they've subscribed. And so initially, when I released that video, I think I had about 26 people unsubscribed from the channel. But from that point till now, it's kind of like going up and up and up, and people are watching that video but still subscribing. It's blowing my mind, and I think they're just doing that because there's just the sheer amount of ridiculous content on the channel from all different types of genres. And initially I thought it was a bad idea to produce tons of different topics, but it's not like today I'm posting motorcycle content and then the next day I'm producing content on how to weld. It's all motorcycle related. Even Fortnite produces videos like that. You know, one day he'll do tires, and then another day he'll do something completely different. But his channel is growing and he's doing very well as well. And I think I just need to be a little bit patient. I think I need to have fun with it and not put so much pressure on myself, because as a YouTube content creator, believe me when I tell you this, you put a lot of pressure on yourself, not only with how much content you should produce, but when you should produce it, and thinking about the different topics and blah blah blah. Anyway, I don't want to inundate you with that, but as part of being a YouTube content creator, you have a lot to live up to, and a lot of the time there's no one to tell you that you're doing a good job. You kind of have to figure it out for yourself and sustain your emotional energy enough where you continue doing it for as long as you can without feeling the way I did a month ago and creating that goodbye video. I think that was my breaking point, and I was at a point where I felt I felt like kind of like a failure. Like I've been producing videos on this channel for such a long time. What the F is going on, man? Why are my videos only getting 800 views, 1,000, 2,000 views? But when I go look at my videos, there are a lot of videos that also have done very, very well. And so I need to be really grateful about that. And honestly, guys, I just can't thank you enough for sticking around and for making me feel good about coming back to this channel. God, I love this bike. Who wants to see an update video on the RSV4? Leave a comment below. The good news is things are not going to change much. The important thing is that I have fun making videos for you guys, and quite honestly, I don't want it to feel like a job. And so therefore, one thing is going to change, and that's going to be having a tight schedule. I can't promise that I'm going to make videos on a specific day or a specific time. If I feel like making a video, I will. The video has to be something that I feel good about. So I'm not going to post a video for the sake of posting a video. I got to make sure that the video has a lot of value, in the sense that either it's entertaining or it's something that people can learn something from. But I'm just not going to produce a video where it doesn't make sense because it's a Saturday at 10 a.m. and I promised to have a video at that time. So just putting that out there, that I don't want to have any more schedules on the channel. I'm just going to post whenever I have something important to post. And so hopefully you guys don't mind. The other thing is that I'm going to continue to post videos the way I always have. If something makes sense and it is motorcycle related, I'm just going to post it. And quite honestly, that's what makes me happy, and I'm going to continue doing it. A lot of the big channels are doing exactly the same thing. And when I looked at my analytics data, every single type of video that I ever produce does very well, from reviews all the way to how-to content and how to ride a motorcycle for the first time, etc. In fact, my most watched videos are the ones where it's instructional and I teach something that I know. So there's going to be plenty of that stuff as well. But on the content front, nothing is really going to change. The only thing that's going to change is the fact that I'm no longer going to have a schedule. I don't want to back myself into a corner and put a lot of pressure on myself. Creating content, riding motorcycles is a hobby of mine, and I want to continue it that way, because at the end of the day, I don't want it to feel like a job. The cool thing is that regardless if I post a video or not, people are still subscribing to the channel in droves. As I mentioned before, anywhere between 500 to 1,000 people subscribe per month. So at the end of the year, I'm going to have about 40,000 subscribers, which is incredible, because right now I got about 30,500, and it's continuing to grow every single day, and I really, really appreciate that. So if you're one of those subscribers, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really, really appreciate you guys. And the last thing I want to say is that I created a poll online, and over 70 of you have voted, and about 90% of you, over 90% of you, have voted that you want me back on the channel. And so this makes me feel really good about coming back. And once again, I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you on the next episode.